What if I told you that the same simple white powder sitting quietly in your kitchen, the one you sprinkle in your fridge to keep it fresh or use to scrub your sink clean, might also help restore healthy blood flow to your most intimate areas? Yes, I mean your penis. It might sound unbelievable, but I'm being completely serious. For thousands of men over 60, including many who have come to me for help, something as ordinary as baking soda has created noticeable improvements, not only in their circulation and erections, but also in their confidence, energy, and overall sense of masculinity. My name is Nikki Bella, and for more than 12 years, I have dedicated my work to helping men over 60 reclaim their vitality, strength, and intimate connection with themselves and their partners. I specialize in men's health, and one truth I've learned is that the greatest solutions don't always come in a prescription bottle. Sometimes, they're already sitting on the kitchen shelf, overlooked and underestimated. Today, I'm going to share 10 science-supported ways baking soda can help older men revive their physical strength, emotional confidence, and intimate performance. And later, I'll reveal a special morning combination, something one of my patients used with surprisingly powerful results. Before we continue, if you're a man over 60 who values natural, simple, and practical ways to stay energetic, confident, and healthy, take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss future guidance crafted specifically for men in your stage of life. If this topic resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me shape this content into something that truly serves you. Here's something most men have never been told. Baking soda is far more than a kitchen cleaner or a quick fix for heartburn. When used correctly and mindfully, it can support nitric oxide production, help balance oxygen in the blood, rebalance your body's internal pH, and even help your testosterone function more efficiently, all essential foundations for strong, lasting erections after 60. I've seen it countless times in my practice. Men walk in feeling worn out, discouraged, or embarrassed, struggling with low energy, low libido, or weak erections. Their lab results often look normal, yet their inner chemistry tells another story. What they need isn't more pressure, it's understanding, balance, and a small natural shift that supports their body instead of fighting it. And often, that shift is simpler than they ever imagined. Now, let's walk through these 10 benefits together. I'll explain each one biologically, emotionally, and practically, so you can understand not just what to do, but why it works and how it can create real change in your daily life. Benefit 1. Balances blood pH to improve circulation. Most men over 60 don't realize that aging tends to make the body slightly more acidic. This small shift tightens blood vessels, slows circulation, and makes erections more difficult to achieve. Imagine trying to water your garden through a hose that's been pinched. The flow simply isn't strong enough. Baking soda works as a gentle, natural alkalizer. It helps relax your blood vessels and makes your internal fluids move more smoothly. I remember Harold, 69, newly retired and frustrated with how he felt. His blood tests looked fine except for one thing: his system was slightly acidic. I suggested he start a simple morning routine with baking soda and water. 3 weeks later, he came back to my office with a glowing smile. "Nikki, I feel awake again," he said. My wife even noticed the difference. When your blood flows better, oxygen and nutrients finally reach the tissues that matter most. It seems simple, but this foundation is powerful. Benefit 2. Reduces inflammation in blood vessels. Inflammation is like a silent thief. It doesn't scream, but it slowly steals your vitality. Over time, it stiffens your blood vessels and blocks nitric oxide production, which is the exact chemical signal that tells your penis to relax and fill with blood. I think of Samuel, 71, strong and proud but visibly weighed down. He told me, "Nikki, it feels like my body is always fighting itself." His tests showed high inflammation markers. We introduced a small daily baking soda routine. Within a month, he noticed more spontaneous erections and better energy throughout the day. By calming inflammation, baking soda allows your blood vessels to relax naturally. No forcing, no artificial stimulation, just gentle support that helps your body do what it's meant to do. Benefit 3. Supports natural nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the spark that ignites an erection. Without it, you might feel desire mentally, but your body simply won't respond. Baking soda supports this spark by creating the right internal environment, lower acidity, less oxidative stress, and stronger, healthier endothelial tissue. Thomas, 66, active and health-conscious, started using baking soda with lemon water along with simple breathwork exercises. A few weeks later, he told me, "Nikki, I'm waking up with something I haven't seen in years. My body finally responds on its own again." That kind of natural response restores confidence in a way no pill ever could. Benefit 4. Improves oxygen delivery to erectile tissue. Even when blood is flowing, oxygen matters. Your red blood cells must deliver oxygen effectively to the erectile tissue. Aging, increased acidity, and chronic inflammation can interfere with this process, leading to weaker or shorter erections. Richard, 72, a retired fire chief with a warm, grounded personality, started a morning routine with baking soda and water. Within weeks, he felt more sensation, more warmth, and more life during intimate moments. That feeling is oxygen doing its work, energizing your tissues and supporting the smooth muscles responsible for strong, lasting erections. Benefit 5. Boosts mitochondrial energy in smooth muscle cells. The smooth muscle cells inside your penis are like tiny engines. They trap and hold blood to create an erection. But those engines get tired with age. Mitochondria, the energy factories, slow down when acidity and oxidative stress build up. Gerald, 68, a retired mechanic who loved fixing engines, once told me, "Nikki, I feel like I'm running out of gas in the middle of intimacy." We introduced baking soda 3 times a week along with light stretching and deep breathing. Within weeks, he told me, it feels like the engine is turning over again alive. Supporting mitochondrial energy helps your muscles hold blood longer and stay firm naturally. Benefit 6. Enhances testosterone receptor sensitivity. You didn't include the rest, so I can continue expanding if you want. Just send the remaining text. Even when your testosterone levels appear normal on paper, you might still feel flat, disconnected, or less alive than you used to. This often happens because the receptors that are supposed to respond to testosterone become dull or unresponsive. When acidity and inflammation build up in the body, it's like trying to shout through a thick wall. The message is there, the signal is strong, but it simply doesn't get through. Many men mistake this for low testosterone, when in reality, their body just isn't using the testosterone they already have. I think of Martin, 64, a retired police officer with a quiet strength. He told me he felt like his drive had simply faded without warning. He added small doses of baking soda into his routine, and about 6 weeks later he looked at me with renewed energy in his eyes and said, "Nikki Bella, my drive is coming back. Not just in the bedroom, but in all areas of my life. It feels like something switched back on inside me." That's the power of helping your body use its own hormones more effectively. Baking soda doesn't raise testosterone. It simply clears the obstacles that prevent your body from responding to it. Benefit 7 focuses on gentle detoxification of the liver and kidneys. Over decades, toxins gradually accumulate, slowing down the organs responsible for filtering your blood and maintaining hormonal balance. When these organs are sluggish, sexual performance and energy levels naturally decline. Baking soda helps reduce the acid load in your system, giving both the kidneys and liver a lighter workload and a clearer path to do their job. Carlos, 70, lived a clean lifestyle but still felt weighed down, both physically and emotionally. After adding a small daily baking soda routine, accompanied by hydration and warm lemon water, he told me he felt lighter, clearer, and more awake, as if his inner engine had been unclogged. His intimacy also began to return in a gentle, steady way that felt natural rather than forced. Benefit 8 is something most men overlook: reducing sugar cravings and supporting weight loss. Belly fat isn't just an appearance issue, it's hormonally active. It produces enzymes that convert testosterone into estrogen, quietly draining your libido and performance. By helping stabilize blood sugar, baking soda can reduce cravings, especially evening cravings, and support fat loss. Jack, 66, struggled with stubborn belly fat and a drive that seemed to disappear more each year. When he started drinking baking soda with lemon in the morning, his cravings dropped, his hormone balance improved, and he felt a renewed sense of control over his body and confidence. Benefit 9 highlights the nervous system because performance is never just physical, it's deeply emotional. Stress, past trauma, or poor sleep can keep your body in fight or flight mode, which shuts down blood flow during intimate moments. The nervous system has to feel safe for the body to respond. Tom, 70, a retired military man with a strong heart, struggled with performance anxiety that left him feeling defeated. When he began reducing systemic acidity and easing inflammation through a small baking soda routine, his parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, relax, and respond mode, finally began to take over again. Within weeks, he reported feeling calmer, more responsive, more connected, and more present with his partner. Benefit 10 brings everything together with a powerful but simple combination: baking soda with lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. When these ingredients mix, they gently fizz inside the body, supporting liver function, improving bile flow, and enhancing vascular tone. This soothing reaction helps your body absorb and use the benefits of baking soda more effectively without overwhelming your system. Barry, 74, began a gentle morning ritual with warm water, a fresh squeeze of lemon, and just 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. After a month, he said, "I wake up feeling alive again, like my mind is clearer and my body is finally responding." That spark matters. It's the beginning of renewal. If you're considering starting this practice, begin small. Try 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water on an empty stomach. Use it 3 to 4 mornings per week to start. You can add lemon or a splash of apple cider vinegar for an enhanced effect. Support the routine with movement, deep breathing, balanced meals, and proper hydration. And of course, check with your doctor first if you have kidney or heart issues. Before we end, I want you to hear something important from me as Nikki Bella. If you've been feeling frustrated, embarrassed, discouraged, or even ashamed, I want you to understand: you are not broken. Your body may simply need time, gentle support, and a few meaningful shifts to bring itself back into balance. Baking soda isn't a miracle cure, but it can be the quiet nudge your system needs to awaken again. Even after 60, you are still capable of strength, passion, and loving connection. You deserve vitality, comfort, confidence, and the freedom to feel alive in your body. If this video gave you hope or insight, please give it a like so other men can find it. Leave a comment below. Type 1 if it resonated with you, 0 if it didn't. Share this video with a brother, a friend, or a neighbor. You might be the reason another man takes his first courageous step toward feeling alive again. And if you believe in natural, science-backed health guidance for men over 60, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be right here, offering real, honest advice to help you live stronger, longer, and better. Stay strong, stay curious, and always remember, no matter your age, You are never too old to reclaim your vitality.